Hey guys, it's Terry B. Hope everybody's doing well. Enjoying some beautiful snowy weather here in the mid-Atlantic states. Thought I'd come back with some TTM videos. I got about 8 to 10 back over the last few months and really just been kind of waiting to get a lot of these together to make a bigger video. I'm not going to do all of them in this one, so I'm going to kind of split these up half and half. I haven't mailed anything out in a little while either, so I think I'm actually pretty well caught up. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get rolling here. So our first return took 256 days to come back. Set that to the side. Index card not signed. And we have 2 autos of former Washington Capitals defenseman Neil Sheehy. So a little bit about Neil Sheehy actually. A little bit of fading in this one, so I'll kind of keep this one as the main one on screen. But a little bit about Neil Sheehy. So first year in the NHL, broke in with the Calgary Flames in 83-84. Let's see. And the majority of his career with the Flames, had a year with the Whalers in 87-88, with the Caps from 88 through 91, then 91-92 with the Flames. Then he went to the IHL and then went back and played in Slovenia, it looks like, for the remainder of his career out through 94. So biggest year for Sheehy with the Caps. I'm going to focus there. Guy was an enforcer. I mean, I don't remember. I really didn't get into the Caps in the late 80s, early 90s. Didn't pick up hockey until probably the mid 90s. So his biggest year with the Capitals, 59 games in 89-90. Let's see, 1 goal, 5 assists, so 6 points. Definitely an enforcer style defenseman. I guess some of these guys are going to get called goons in today's game. 291 penalty minutes, plus 8 that year. So career-wise, the NHL, he had 379 games, 18 goals, 47 assists for a total of 65 points with 1,311 penalty minutes. That speaks for itself. Playoff-wise, had some success there. 54 playoff games, no goals, 3 assists, plus 3 points, and 241 minutes in the playoffs of penalty time. That's insane. In the 89-90 run with the Capitals, he had 92 minutes. So he had, wow. So almost 400 penalty minutes in 89-90 between the regular season and the playoffs. That's insane. So 256-day return for former defenseman Neil Sheehy from the Caps. Next up, another long return, 273 days. Index not signed. Cards not signed. Let's take a look. There we go. I usually open these just to make sure everything's in there. So I sent to Mr. Jack Cust with the Orioles at that point in time in his career and got this back. So it looks like he signs through a company. So I know nothing about these guys. But there you go. I'm not going to say anything else about Jack Cust because I'll probably send out, as long as it's reasonable. I mean, it's Jack Cust, and we're not talking a Hall of Famer. So as long as his autograph's reasonable, I'll send that out to these guys once they offer him and go from there. All right. Next one is a 23-day return. I don't feel the index card at all. And Renato Nunez. So I sent this back when Renato was still with the Orioles. I believe he's now a non-roster invitee for spring training with the Detroit Tigers. That sounds right. Decent pop in his career. His 2019 stats with the Orioles would look significantly better. Let me see if I can find those. All right. There we go. Sorry about the delay. So Yeah, much better. So 2020, let's see, 195 at bats, 50 hits, 12 homers, 256 batting average. Career, he's got a WAR of a little over 2,000 at bats, 248 hits, 52 homers, and a 248 batting average. Broke in 2016. All right. I felt like 2019. Yeah, 2019 was his big year with the Orioles. So 31 home runs, 90 RBIs, and hit 244. So I mean, from a corner, it wasn't bad. I think he had some defensive liabilities, but still pretty cool to see that back. All right, next up, 22 days on this one. There's our index not signed. 2 cards. We've got Mark Icorn, former Orioles player. Take a look at the back of this so I can remember what year. All right, so we're looking 94 Pinnacle here for Mr. Mark Icorn. Awesome signature. Love the jersey number. The scripture verse. Let's see, a little bit about Mark Icorn. So Mark Icorn is currently 60 years old. Drafted originally by the Blue Jays in the second round of the '79 draft. Debuted in 1982, oddly enough, against the Orioles, in which he gave up 5 earned runs and took a loss there. Last game was September 14th, 1996. Career, he's got a WAR of 19.1, 48 and 43 with a 3 even ERA. 563 games, 7 starts, 32 saves, 885 innings pitched, 640 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.236. So it's pretty good. I mean, 11 years in the majors. Blue Jays, Braves, Angels, Blue Jays, Orioles, and finished off with the Angels. So that's Mr. Mark Icorn. All right, and next up, 29-day return. This feels kind of thick, so let me see what's going on here. All right, index is not signed. It looks like he responded back to a letter that I sent. All right, let's see what we got here. So I typically mention kind of how I got into baseball, where I grew up, in the minor league team that we had until Major League Baseball decided to contract the minors and take away our minor league team. I'm a bit irritated about that, but I'll leave it alone. So this is Mr. Ryan Kohlmeier. I'll show the card here in a second. He played many games in Hagerstown against the single-A Blue Jays. So yes, we would have been a single-A Blue Jays affiliate. Early 90s. Sounds right. So that's pretty cool. I'll show the card here. Same time, I'm going to go ahead and pull up info on Ryan Kohlmeier. So you've got a 2002 Topps. I opened a hobby box of this. I think I found relatively cheap. I was just looking for older players that I didn't have cards for. So Ryan Kohlmeier is 43 years old. He was drafted by the Rockies in the 34th round of the '95 draft, and subsequently by the Orioles in the 14th round of the '96 draft. Let's see here. Debuted July 29th, 2000. Last game, October 5th, 2001. So very, very short career, a WAR of nothing. Basically, it's zeros. He was 1 win, 3 losses with a 5.37 ERA. 59 games, 1 start, 19 saves, 67 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.672. So let's see here. Biggest year was his last year in 2001 with the Orioles, 1-2. Wow, with a 7.3 ERA across 34 games. He got his 1 start there. 6 saves that year, so definitely a relief, maybe even long relief guy. So Ryan Kohlmeier is our final. So again, pretty cool that he replied back to the note as well. So that's what I've got for now. I've got about 4 or 5 more. I'm getting ready to film the next video here shortly. So if you'd like, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Got a couple hobby boxes coming in to break. I've got a Series 1 jumbo box coming. Everybody's seen Series 1, so if you haven't seen enough of it yet, look forward to that. The weather's kind of holding up delivery there, so it'll probably be next week. And I've also got a box of 2020 Topps Finest WWE cards coming in. My 4-year-old, who you can see in the background there, has gotten into WWE and has now started collecting cards. So I think I'm going to have a guest breaker with me for that. So if you want to hear the excitement of a 4-year-old as he names out wrestlers and hold any judgment on whether I let him watch wrestling or not, feel free to tune into that video. Otherwise, appreciate the subscribes, appreciate the likes. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll be in touch soon.